Welcome to Morning Joan, darling. I'm so glad you're joining me today for a healthy dose of celebrity gossip, movie reviews, and all the latest scoop from Tinseltown. And what a day it is! We've got a film to dissect that's got everyone in Hollywood buzzing. Or should I say not buzzing? Because, sweetheart, stealing Pulp Fiction is a hot mess. Now let me give you the lowdown. This movie is supposed to be an homage to Quentin Tarantino's iconic film, but it ends up being more like a Frankenstein monster of a movie, all parts and no heart. The plot is scattered, the characters are underdeveloped, and don't even get me started on the joke. It's like they took every funny line from the past decade, threw them in a blender, and hit puree. The film follows two friends, played by John Rudnitsky and Karan Soni, who embark on a heist to steal a print of Pulp Fiction from Tarantino's own cinema. Sounds intriguing, right? But trust me, darling, it's all downhill from there. The movie can't decide what it wants to be, a comedy, a thriller, or a heartwarming tale of friendship. And the references. Oh, the references are like a bad game of cinematic bingo. They're trying so hard to be cool and edgy, but it comes across as forced and, well, just plain awkward. Now, I know what you're thinking, Joan. Why should I care about some obscure indie film? Well, let me tell you, this movie has all the makings of a train wreck that you can't look away from. And with a cast that includes Jason Alexander and Margaret Cho, you'd think they'd be able to elevate the material. But alas, even their talents can't save this sinking ship. So, if you're looking for a movie that's all style and no substance, then stealing Pulp Fiction might be the film for you. But if you want something with actual depth and wit, keep looking, darling. We'll have more on this mess, plus all the latest celebrity news and gossip, after the break. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darling. I hope you're all feeling fabulous and ready to dive into our next segment. Today, we're going to talk about the one and only Michael Jackson. Can you believe it's been decades since the king of pop ruled the music industry? I mean, the man was a genius, a trailblazer, and a true icon. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, what's the big deal about Michael Jackson? Well, let me tell you, sweetheart. This man was a game changer. He broke down barriers, pushed boundaries, and redefined the music industry as we knew it. And it all started with his iconic album, Thriller. Released in 1982, Thriller was more than just an album, it was an experience. With 7 of its 9 tracks hitting Billboard's top 10, it amalgamated the lines of genre, form, and grandly, that of race, leading black music back to its natural position at the forefront. I mean, can you think of any other artist who could make a 14-minute short film like Thriller and have it become a cultural phenomenon? And let's not forget about his corporate collaborations, particularly with Pepsi. That $5 million deal was a strategic alliance that expanded his brand into previously untapped markets. It wasn't just about slapping his face on a can. It was about embedding a global pop icon with massive appeal into the corporate bloodstream. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, this all sounds very impressive, but what about the man behind the music? Well, darlings, Michael Jackson was a complex and multifaceted individual. He was deeply spiritual, modest in his personal habits, and introverted offstage. Yet, on stage he was electrifying, cinematic, sensual, and surreal. The Victory Tour, which featured Michael and his brothers, became one of the most heavily funded and anticipated tours in music history. And despite the highly publicized hair-burning accident, Michael pushed forward, showcasing a resilience that became signature to his professional repertoire. But here's the thing, sweethearts. Michael Jackson's impact went far beyond his music. He was a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of black excellence, and a reminder that with hard work, dedication, and a bit of magic, anything is possible. So, as we look back on the mania of the 1980s, let's remember that it wasn't just about a man. It was about the way that man, the king of pop, bent time, culture, and commerce to his will. It was about the arrival of a new era, one where black brilliance reigned supreme. And with that, darlings, it's time for us to take a break. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. Can we talk about the latest news in fashion? I've got a story that's just too good to keep under wraps. You know how much I adore a good biography, And now there's one that's all about the incredible Virgil Abloh. Oh, grow up. You're not surprised I'm obsessed with this book already. So Make It Ours is the title of this stunning biography, written by Pulitzer Prize-winning critic Robin Givhan. Trust me on this, it's a must-read for anyone who loves fashion, music, and art. Virgil Abloh was a singular creative force, and his impact on culture is still being felt today. From founding Off-White to becoming the head of menswear design at Louis Vuitton, Abloh broke barriers and pushed boundaries like no one else. Now I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, why should I care about a fashion designer? Well, let me tell you, Virgil Abloh was so much more than that. He was a true artist, a genius who collaborated with everyone from Kanye West to Pharrell Williams. And his legacy lives on, not just in the world of fashion, but in music and art as well. Can we talk about how exciting it is to see Black designers finally getting the recognition they deserve? I mean, this year's Met Gala theme, super fine, tailoring Black style was a game changer. And now, with this biography, we're getting an even deeper look into the life and work of one of the most talented designers of our time. Face it, darling, Virgil Abloh was a true original, and his story is one that needs to be told. So, go out and get your hands on Make It Ours ASAP. It's available in hardcover and as an ebook, so you have no excuse not to read it. And before I go, let me just say that I'm loving the fact that we're seeing more and more Black designers taking center stage. It's about time, if you ask me. Please, fashion industry, keep pushing the boundaries and celebrating diversity. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous. Oh, come on, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. We'll be back with more fashion, more fun, and more of my signature sass. Until then, stay chic, stay fierce, and stay tuned.